Hey, everybody, this is Wired and Weird. But really quickly, we need your help. The Patreon is up and running starting Wednesday, June 22nd. Okay, we need your help. This show is ad-free for you guys. 0 ads, except for me talking in the beginning and sometimes Steve and giggling. But we need your help. Please, $5 a month. You subscribe at patreon.com/wiredandweird, all one word. And you could really, really help us. This helps sustain the podcast. We do this for free every single week for you guys. So if we give you a little light in your life, all we're asking is maybe consider a membership.
Spread a little love.
Spread the love. It's a coffee a month. Yeah. If you could buy us a coffee a month, we'd be really appreciative. And it'll keep this show free for everybody, and it'll keep it going. It'll keep it going. We'll have more episodes in the future. We can never end if we're self-sustaining. So get on patreon.com/wiredandweird and become a patron member today. $5 a month and you get some awesome stuff, okay? I'm sorry that this little ad check was a little longer than usual, but it's important. It's call to action, weirdos. Get on that Patreon before or after June 22nd, 2022, because that's when the Lakeside Eps are hitting the road, baby. And it's no looking back. So if you're not a patron member, you're still a weirdo. But now there's a hierarchy, all right? And since I said that, it's time to get weird. By the way, P.S., we get a little shout out and an extra little gift for the first 5 patrons. The first 5 patrons to join Wired and Weird's Patreon. So you will forever be in history as the top 5, and you will get a special limited time gift for joining. So join patreon.com/wired and weird. And now it's time to get weird, wired and weird. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to episode number 38. How's it going? If you're listening real time, it is June 18th, 2022. And how are you doing at home, everybody? This is Wired and Weird. I'm your host, Jeremiah Hughes.
I'm your host, Big Steve.
Man, it's great to be here. I hope you guys had a great week at home. I had a great week. What about you, Big Steve?
I had an amazing week, sir.
I just love all around. You know what this show is you come in, and you sit down and you hang out with us. We chit-chat. We take virtual bong rips. We have a great time. We tell some jokes. We're a little relief valve of all the stress in life. It can be a kooky, crazy world out there, so we're just here to have fun for 45 minutes, an hour. We got Jerry over in the corner looking at me all funny because I farted earlier and it stinks. I'm sorry, it's a small room. I ate a lot of vegetables.
It's a real lingerer. That's
I'm on the soup salad diet. And I think I invented something. I really think I got something here.
I think that's called the Olive Garden diet?
No. Soup salad sandwich diet. All right? I've been on this for about a week. I eat a different soup, salad, and sandwich every day. You know, for lunch, for breakfast, I have like a little, 4-hour sustaining breakfast granola bar or whatever. I don't know what it's called, like Pavita or whatever. It's like a biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
Those are good.
That's exactly what it's called.
I eat those in the morning. And then for lunch, I have a salad and half a sandwich. And then for dinner, I have the other half of the sandwich, big old bowl of soup, and another salad. And then even when I get the munches at night or whatever, like I just slug water. I don't let myself eat. And I'm down already 10 pounds. Nice. The soup salad sandwich diet is fantastic. You eat some fruit in the morning with it. I'm telling you, I invented a new thing. This is the new Atkins diet, baby.
All right.
It's the Triple S diet. Soup salad Sammy.
Soup salad Sammy. I like that. I like it.
I fucks with it, man. It's great. I'm feeling great, but that was the result. That's a soup salad Sammy special fart right there. That was a lingerer. It was beefy. So that's why his arms are crossed. Anyway, we're doing great here. We're having a good time. This is the show. We're having a good time. We're talking about stinky farts and soups and salads.
It was beefy, he said.
That was a roast beef sandwich I ate. I hope you can smell it.
I'm not a fan of soup. I don't do soup.
I thought I wasn't a fan of soup. And I'm going to go out on a limb here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but perhaps you haven't had good soup.
I don't know.
Is it coming out of a can?
I've had homemade, and I'm just like, what's the point? I've had it out of a can. I'm like,
Well, the point is that it's water based and it'll like fill you. Like no one wants soup.
Yeah.
But it like passes. Like Safeway right now has a signature brand loaded potato soup. Fantastic. I got one in my fridge right now. It's great. I love it. It's restaurant quality soup. Well, I know you've never been to Olive Garden, but they have fantastic soup too. I mean, and their chickanuki soup is like fantastic. So
there is this. I guess it's kind of a soup.
Chili,
I got it out in chili is good.
beef stew.
Well, see, now that's a stew.
Well, I mean, now we're slicing hairs over here.
Semantics.
Yeah, that's it's a liquid shit. You can't eat it with your hands, that's for sure.
But I got, oh my god, I think it was the Galloway Bay or something like that out in Ocean Shores. It's called Irish Coddle. And it has like some Irish like sausages in it and like it's really good, dude.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of really good soups. There's gumbos and stuff where you get like sausage and shit in there.
Yeah. My lady tries to get me to eat soup. I'm like, give me some.
Maybe.
I'm like, I'm a Viking, man. I'm like, give me a fucking turkey leg. And
I get it. Yeah. We all want a turkey leg,
no.
But sometimes you gotta sip a soup.
Yeah, I should probably start.
Yeah, it sucks. But if you find the good brands that have good soup, like here's the thing that'll make soup palatable, right? Every soup I've ever gotten is undersalted. You gotta add salt to your soup, dude.
No, yeah.
You have to add salt. And then if you add so I always you always put salt to hand, right? You don't just salt into the thing. Are you an animal?
Yeah.
You go straight into the hand. So, I'll put about a dime size amount of salt in my hand, and I'll usually put about half that in there.
Yeah.
And then I'll stir it up, let it dissolve, and try it. And what the salt does is it just brings out the flavor of everything else, and it makes it not bland. Because a lot of the time, why I'm not into soup is I'm like, yeah, this is water with chunks in it, Yeah. But no, when you add salt and maybe, maybe a little bit of, not too much, but just a little bit of black pepper in there or something, it really changes the game in a soup. Like when you put it on like chicken teriyaki, you're not going to fucking taste it because there's already all that on it. But with the soup, it's just naked. You got to put a little salt in that motherfucker. And then it changes the game.
All right.
I always salt the soup. Now, the loaded potato, not so much. But, a chicken noodle or, what are those called? Like a taco soup and shit like that.
Yeah.
Chilies a lot of the time are still, need a little salt and hot sauce.
Angela makes hamburger stew a lot, and I'm just like, just make me a hamburger.
Well, it's supposed to taste like a hamburger, but it's more water based, so it'll fill you up, and it's tricking your brain.
She's trying to bring me over. I might give in.
Dude, I lost a good amount of weight on the Triple S diet.
Well, then maybe you and my lady friend are onto something.
Hey, man.
So
soup's like one of the oldest meals.
That's true.
It's like super nutritious too, because you can soak the bone in it, and then like all that nutrients from the bone comes out in the broth. It's like pretty healthy.
That's true. That's why a lot of people eat like beef shanks, because it has that bone with the marrow.
A lot of like health nuts eat soup too.
That's true.
I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just telling you about my life, baby. That's where we're at. I blew it. I ate like a cow. I look like a period at the end of a sentence. I'm round and bubbly and short. And so now I got to go into food prison and flip it all around.
Yeah. I need to do something. I got the gym membership, so
good on you.
It's time. Yeah. I think we should take a puffer doodle. What do you think?
I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Everybody at home, people are saying they're emailing in, they're loving the virtual puff. Let's have a virtual puff, everybody.
Let's do it. It's
all
time.
Right. You want some, Jerry? Turn your nose up at me.
Not too shabby.
Has that kind of grapefruity taste.
It's got something to it. Makes you feel bubbly.
Well, I can use that. Effervescent.
It's my bubbly personality.
All right. So, give you guys a little quick lay of the land. We're going to start with our Would You Rathers, like always. We got a sweet email. Then we're going to go into story time, switch it up a little bit. And we're going to talk our movie and our rec. We got fun facts. Who doesn't love a fun fact?
Love me some funnies.
Then we go rapid fire. And then we got the food debate. And then talk comedy. Then we leave you on hate mail. And the would you rathers, let me just say, a couple weirdos, they'll go into the backlog and they'll share some of their favorite old episodes on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the weirdos currently competing to be the number one weirdo shared an episode that was an early episode of ours. And it was a gnarly would you rather in there. The would you rather was, would you rather fucking have to beat a rat to death with your hands or crunch a cockroach with your bare foot?
I remember that.
It made me realize that we got kind of soft.
Yeah.
We got a little soft.
I think we grossed ourselves out a little bit.
I feel like it's time to go hard in the paint again.
Let's go hard in the paint.
And so this is our reach out to you guys where we say, you know what? We noticed we were slipping. And we're bringing the weird, baby. We are getting better and better and better every single time. So reach out with us. We're getting weirder. We're getting better. We're improving. We're on episode 38, for Christ's sake. We're moving towards 100. So, that being said, let's take this up a notch.
Let's do this.
Would you rather be able to go invisible or shapeshift, and why would you pick that?
Ooh, that's a good one. There's so many pros to both. I'm going to go shapeshift. Everybody goes invisible. I'm going to go shapeshift.
Oh, okay. What's your reasoning behind that, mister?
I can shape into anybody.
Well, what would you do with it?
Become the
What was the
president.
first, no lie, what was the first thing you popped in your head that you were going to do?
Become the president.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh.
Start out as a...
Now, would you have his brain, or would you still have your brain?
well, I think you would have your own brain
Okay.
because you're just shape-shifting.
You just look like it.
You're
on the
not
outside.
becoming
You'd
that
sound like
person.
him, or would you have to like sign
would,
language?
I believe you would sound like them.
Okay.
Somehow. I don't know. But
I mean, if it's magical enough to shapeshift, I mean, I'm sure your voice would
yeah.
change.
You start out as like a Secret Service agent.
Ah, you worm your way in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's way cooler of a reason. I agree. I'm shapeshifting.
Okay.
The first thing I was going to do was pop out and scare people as monsters.
Okay.
Also impersonate celebrities.
Dude.
How fun would it be to just walk down the street as Tom Hanks?
So many scandals.
And they'd be like, oh my God. And then you could be like, what's that over there? And they'll look back and you're like, Mr. Bean. And they're like, never mind.
Mr. Bean.
Oh, poor Mr. Bean.
Oh. I would come back as like dead celebrities.
Oh, dude, you could be Elvis.
Bro.
You'd be like, hey, how's it going?
It's like, I never went anywhere.
Both not bad Elvises.
I like that, dude.
Yeah, this is now it's a solid choice. Okay,
Yeah,
what's one other scandalous thing you would do as a shapeshifter?
Oh, let's see. Maybe become like
Maybe something you're not so proud of, but you'd do.
what? Oh,
I know what I'd do.
you know. Okay,
I'd get other people convicted for crimes.
I was thinking the
Yeah.
same thing.
I'd very obviously, you know.
Oh yeah, I think just fucking dress.
My
up
name's
there.
Reese Pete, motherfucker,
Just
and then just shapeshift back into myself. I don't know who Reese Pete is. Sorry about that. Reese Pete. That's a weird name. Why did that come out of my head?
Come back as like old timey, like criminals. Come back as like Billy the Kid.
Yeah, see? Yeah, get over here.
Oh god.
Pew pew, I say. That's fun time.
Meet me at noon.
How about this? What do you think about this one? Is this anything? Would you rather be able to speak 3 fluent languages on top of English? Or would you rather have a secret TV where you have to keep it a secret, but you could see any television show ever made, future or past, and a video game? Lay that on your plate and smoke it, huh?
So essentially 4 language thing, that would definitely be very cool.
Practical.
Very practical. And you could, go to other countries and not die. But I think I'm going to go with the future TV thing and gamble.
And gamble. Oh.
I've already seen this game.
Fucking A.
I know what's going to happen.
My dumb brain was like, dude, I can't wait to play future video games, bro. Fucking how realistic is that? And you're like, I'm gonna use this as a tool.
Millions.
I was like, I bet you they got realistic sex games.
I mean, I'm gonna get down on those too.
I mean, you go through the beaded section of the virtual store, the adults only,
right?
Which my father always just told me that's where the educated people go. Then he walks in.
Then he walked in. Stay here, son.
Yeah, this is where the education happens back here. You're getting a lot of adult documentaries.
Yeah.
Blockbuster. Isn't it weird? Blockbuster had pornos and shit like that.
Yeah,
they're busting weird. Something.
They're a little weird.
Blockbusting a nut.
Blockbuster.
That was better. I suck.
But what would you go with, buddy? You gonna?
I'd for sure go with the Future Machine.
Oh, you go with the Future?
Oh, for sure, 100% go with the Future Machine. Think about all the cool stuff. Like you could see all the old stand-up that's off the TV. You could see anything banned. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'd like to imagine that this is such a future magical machine that you could see anything filmed. So, like, you could see Mark Norman's first set. Yeah, how cool would that be? Or see Jerry Seinfeld's first set ever.
Or watch, like, Bob Saget and fucking Norm Macdonald and, like...
Oh, man. Not to mention future. Like, who's the new the Dave Chappelle?
Like,
you know?
Oh, my God. That'd be cool.
That would be so much fun.
And then you wait some years.
And sex video games.
And... You make a sex video game with the new Dave Chappelle. No.
Oh, Joe.
No, you wait a few years and you go, hey, you wait, you go to open mic. You're like, hey man, I think you got some. I want to be your manager. Money. It's all about the money.
There you go, baby. Also, the Dave Chappelle sex video game could be called Assless Chap Bell.
Oh,
like chaps, assless chap bell.
Yeah.
It's just his butt cheeks sitting there. Huh? That would really sell some tickets. And I don't think anyone's seen Dave Chappelle's butt cheeks.
No.
I mean, I can't say I'd like go out of my way, but if they were sitting there, I'd be like, well, these are Dave Chappelle's butt cheeks. I gotta see these. Would you sneak a peek at Dave Chappelle's butt cheeks?
Probably.
I mean, for the story, you know? I mean, I'm not like, them cakes, but like, you know.
Hey.
I bet you he's packing some heat back there.
It's Dave Chappelle.
I bet you he's got a booty.
Yeah.
He's a healthy guy.
He's
a handsome old man.
Pretty fit.
You know, he aged well for how hard he goes and, you know, cigs and everything like that. He looks good.
And he doubles down and he vapes too sometimes. Like
he does?
Yeah.
He vapes nicotine?
I think so.
What a weenie.
Yeah. It looked like on one of his specials he only had like a little puff bar thingy, like this big, and just
maybe it was weed.
It might have been, but
I bet you it was weed.
He's probably like us and like doesn't hold it in very long. He's just
that shit'll make you cough.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
So I just assumed it was like because he couldn't smoke because it was like smaller, so he didn't want to like smoke cigs or something.
Oh yeah, well you can always get away with that by saying it's a part of the theatrical art, you know, or whatever.
That's
it's
true.
Queefy to do, but it works. Okay, so
hit me with another.
Would you rather in America there be free healthcare or free education, higher education? Boom, go.
Oh man, education.
Free higher education.
Free, yeah.
So many student loans out there.
We got a lot of dum-dums too. So I feel like if it was free, more people would be like, oh, let's go.
I'd probably go, here's the twist, is if you get everyone higher education, they'll realize how important free healthcare is. So I think in turn, the country would get a lot better if the general education went from like maybe not graduating high school or like maybe an AA, if the general thing went from that to a 4-year was like the new standard.
Yeah.
I'd say that the country would probably be a lot better off, just in a lot of aspects.
Yeah.
They'd probably be like, oh yeah, this is definitely necessary. Maybe, all sorts of things would happen. Who knows?
It'd be nice to have free healthcare. More people would actually probably go to the doctor, but
I think that would probably end up happening if we did make free education, because people realize the benefits, you know. Now, this isn't political, by the way, by any means.
We're just saying.
Yeah, by the way.
Yeah.
Jerry just shot me a dirty look because I always put my phone on the table and it vibrates. And I don't know if you guys can hear that. Sorry.
I feel like sometimes it's him
texting me
you and just setting you up.
And it says, fuck you on the text. He's just like... And then I look up and he's flipping me off.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you too, Jerry. I haven't on air said fuck you in a while. So everybody, on the count of 3, let's all yell, fuck you, Jerry. 1, 2, 3. Fuck you, Jerry. Yeah, that felt good. He's smiling big. Yeah, it really builds him up. It's strange. He's a kooky fella. Okay, so this is a cool one too. I like this one. So would you rather have the special power of knowing who's trustworthy right away, or the special power to teleport anywhere?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me teleport.
Yeah,
for sure.
You'd get so lazy.
Oh, dude. Well, not even that. It's like, I'm done talking to you.
Dude, you would scare the shit out of people. Dude, you just show up. What's up, Jeremiah?
Why are you in my shower? Just want to say hi. Poof, gone.
Nice cakes.
Poof. I just poof up and just give him a little tap. Poof away.
Dude, you could like poof up in the mat and like backstage at Madison Square Garden and all sorts of rad shit. All right, you sold me on the poof.
Let's do it. I'm poofing.
Oh, you sold. Well, let's take a virtual poof. I mean, we're talking poofs. I got a poof for you.
Let's do it.
What a fun time. I realized if we ever stopped smoking weed, the show would just end.
Yeah.
Which that'll never happen, but
We're just like, hey guys, welcome to Wired and Weird.
We're officially just wired.
Oh man.
Speaking of smoking, we have a fun email. And it's from K-Dog. And K-Dog commented on one of our older episodes. So this is a throwback comment. We're just catching up on the backlog. So many weirdos participate and we love it so much. Keep participating. Coming. Keep it coming. Make our jobs hard on who we're going to pick. But shout out to K-Dog. He's always commenting on the YouTube. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, check it out. Wired and Weird on YouTube. We have a very sad following on there. Most people listen on platforms, which is fine.
Yeah.
But get that YouTube algorithm rocking, baby. Because he's on there, he's liking it, he's subscribed, he's commenting. And he commented on one of our episodes when we're taking puffs. And he says, fuck yeah, old school knifer hits.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And I thought that would be a great email to kind of expand upon. Because for the most part, foreigners to Washington State say that it's a very Washington State, Pacific Northwest, if you will, thing.
Yeah.
A knifer.
Yeah.
And so if you are listening, because we have a lot of weirdos from all over the country, some even out of the United States. We got some people listening in Luxembourg and Germany and India and all sorts of places. So if you're one of those weirdos, email in at wiredandweird@yahoo.com. We want to hear from our international weirdos. We really do. Email in. I see you. I can look at the stats. I see where you're listening at. So we got people all over the United States listening. So people may not know what a knifer is.
Oh, yeah.
What is it, Steve? Why don't you tell the people?
A knife hit is a beautiful way to smoke marijuana.
Arguably the best.
Dude, yeah. And it conserves so much. And it gets you way higher. What you do, you take 2 kitchen butter knives. Mm-hmm. You just make sure they're thin. Not too thin. Mm-hmm. Heat them up with a torch. Mm-hmm. Roll out just a little tiny pea size. I'd say
that's a pretty solid knife.
That's a pretty solid knife.
Maybe half a pea.
Maybe half a pea.
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah. Just roll about that size of your weed. I know. What's that gonna do to you? Trust me. Mm-hmm. It's gonna do something to you.
We should do some knifers on the Patreon.
We should do some knife. We should do a tutorial.
Oh my God, we'll do a tutorial of knifers on the Patreon.
So make sure you guys check out our Patreon. We'll
We're gonna
show
be-
you how to do knife hits or Ks.
Yeah, dude, we got everything going on the Patreon. We're
Yeah.
going to throw a bunch of extra content on there. It's going to be a great time. So go to www.wire... That's not it. Go to www.patreon.com/wiredandweird, and you can subscribe for $5 a month. You can see all this awesome shit.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great, but we'll put some knifers on there for you to see.
Yeah.
Essentially, heat up them butter knives. Now, what a lot of people would do back in the day, what would they do on the stove, Steve?
Oh my God.
That's
so you
old
have
school.
those fucking coil heaters, man. You
Coil
would stick
stove.
those knives, and what we would do is we would take like 8 knives and put them all around.
You got it. That
So
way you
you
have
can
some cooking.
continually go.
Yes.
Yeah, so you just heat up the tip. Just the tip.
You put
Just-
it in between.
Just like sex.
You
Just
weave it
the
through,
tip.
right?
Weave it through, and then...
By the way, sorry, I
they-
didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh, you're good, bro.
I was enjoying your just the
They,
tip.
they get red hot. That's when you want to pull them out. Maybe give them just like a 1-2 little...
You don't want to, you don't want to touch them with the red hot.
No. Give
would
them like a 1-2 like wave, in the air.
Two
And then-
Mississippi,
Yeah. Tap your weed.
it'll stick right to it.
Press them together. Use a hooter. And what a hooter is just a glass tube, pretty much.
Hooter and the blowfish.
Hooter in the blowfish. And you just press them together and suck away. And you get stupid stoned.
Dude, it's just like, bam.
Oh, man.
It is awesome. I've seen people pass the fuck out from a K.
Yeah. Dude, for sure.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a good time. So, too long didn't read version. Heat up 2 butter knives. Don't burn your hands. Have a half a pea. Take 1 knife. Touch the half a pea. It'll stick to it. Smoosh them together and suck the smoke that comes off of it.
Yeah.
Preferably through a bottle with the bottom cut off.
Yes.
That's what a hooter is.
not plastic.
Not plastic like glass or anything else.
That's pretty much
or,
it,
you know,
yeah.
you just make your lips like a big old duck face with your mouth open. And that's how it's called self-serving.
Yeah. Be careful.
Yeah.
Don't. Oh.
You don't
okay.
touch your lips with it.
PSA for everybody: do not press too hard on the knives.
They will slip.
They will slip, and you will catch your face,
And it burns.
and it hurts like a mother.
And you look like you got the herp.
Yeah. I've had a buddy who when he pressed too hard, it came up and it didn't hit flat. It turned and caught him perfect in the middle.
Oh!
Motherfucker looked like he had one whole lip up top, and then he had 2 half lips. Looked like a butt. You want butt lip?
So shout out K-Dog for emailing in. Now we're just moving right into the story time because we have so many stories about.
So many.
Let's talk some war stories from Smoking Pot. Here's a war story. We were taking dabs in a vehicle, right? For the sake of the story, let's say it was a partitioned limousine where it was legal. And my buddy David, at the time Molitor was his name, David Molitor, was heating up a dab for me, and we hit a big pothole, and he had it was at the time, it was one of those domeless titanium nails.
Oh, fuck.
And it made a perfect fucking donut burn on his arm. And to this day, he has a little donut burn on his arm. And it looks like a little, like, because I guess people get scars as tattoos. Like,
Yeah.
it looks like that. It's hilarious. But he was so fucking mad and it stunk so bad.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Burning flesh. Yeah. I've caught myself on the lip with a hot knife.
Oh,
Going back to
fuck.
I lucked out though, and it hit flat.
Oh, thank
So
goodness.
I just had just like a little scar.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
Oh, man.
Have you ever thrown up from smoking weed or like too big of a hit?
You know, this was what I was going to bring up was, you know, that's happened, yes. But it was because I sucked too hard and all the water came up into my mouth. And it was so dirty that it was like fucking brown.
Just
like I'm talking dookie brown colored bong water up in my mouth hole.
Ugh.
And it was just like, it just went up and then puke came back out. Like
That's-
it was, and it made such a mess. And it was just so gross. And then to this day, I try to keep my pieces really clean and low water. Because, well, now this air bong that we keep talking about all the time that you'll be able to see on the Patreon, is actually splash proof. So that's one of the reasons why I use it.
It's a good one.
I love bongs. I smoke out of bongs all the time. And that's basically the only way I do it. I mean, I'll do it other ways. I'm a whore for pot, but I mean, that's my way to do it. And so to have that thing spit back in my mouth, whoo, doggy, I do not like. And here's another thing about David Molitor. He's a psycho. He'd like to fuck with me. And in the mornings, he'd put ice in his bong at night, and he'd get all stoned and fall asleep, and it'd be full of water.
Ugh.
And he'd wake up in the morning and come out, and I would play loud music to wake him up. It'd be kind of funny to come out, we're a couple bachelors living together.
Yeah.
And he'd take a rip out of his bong and just get a fucking mouthful of water. And he'll look at me and just, good morning. And I'm like, oh, you're a fucking animal. Good God. And that guy is just a savage.
He is, too.
He is a savage. He's a cool kid. Like, I like him. It's fun to snowboard with a psycho like that.
Jesus, David.
He's a fucking maniac. He let me brand a Lotus onto him.
Ugh.
That was a fun time. We bent a spoon.
I think he likes the smell of burning flesh.
That's happened a lot around him. 90% of the burning flesh smell that I've smelled is from David. And unfortunately, the other 10% is me. But what can you do?
Yeah. I've thrown up a few times, and it was like from an iron lung. You ever taken one of those?
Go ahead. Tell the people at home.
Oh, God. Okay. You take a 2-liter bottle. You cut the bottom off.
This one can be plastic.
This one can be plastic. And then you take just an empty bread bag and a rubber band. You put it on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You suck it up into the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Cut a hole on the top of the lid. Put a bowl piece in. As you have a buddy light the weed, you slowly pull the bag out of the 2-liter. Oh my God. And then you just take the cap off, suck right up into. Oh, dude. The slower you pull, the thicker yellow smoke it produces. And dude, I did that twice, and I had to run from my buddy's kitchen outside and just.
From being too high or from being harsh?
I couldn't stop coughing.
Oh, yeah. Yep,
I was hacking for like 5 minutes.
See,
and I just couldn't stop.
That's a straight hot gravity bong,
Dude,
is what it is.
yeah.
Like, because what gravity bongs are, if you guys know at home, is when you do that, but with water, right? So you look up. You can look that up. Everyone knows what a gravity bong is. They sell them in stores now and shit.
What's the biggest one you made?
What's bigger? Well, I guess they're the same size. A gallon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah,
The milk gallon.
We use the water jug.
Oh yeah.
The big 5.
Fuck. That's too much. That would be too harsh. But that makes sense because it already has a hole for the bowl piece. Mm-hmm. That's pretty nice. Yeah. No, I mean mainly when I would do it, I would just fill up my kitchen sink and use a 2-liter bottle.
Oh, there you go.
And because we're adults here. We're just trying to take gravity bong hits.
Trying to get fucked up.
Yeah. And that's another good way to get hella stoned. And it's kind of fun because once you pull that up out of the water, it'll suck into the bottle, right?
Yep.
And then you can just push the bottle back down into the water, and then it'll just blow the smoke up at you. So when I had my wisdom teeth removed, that's how I did it.
It was nice. Yeah,
it's
you
just gravity bong hits because it just blew, because all you can do is just inhale.
Yeah.
But that's nice. Anyway, that's some good weed talk. Yeah, that's fun.
That's fun stuff.
We also converted a sleep apnea mask, which is just the part that goes over like kind of Bane style, just over your mouth. Because you know what a gas mask style bong is, but it would get in your eyes. It would suck, You don't want it all over your face. You just want it over your mouth holes. So we got a sleep apnea mask, and then we got the corrugated tubing and just hooked it up to the end of a bong. It was super easy.
Oh yeah.
And
that's genius.
Oh, dude, it was fantastic.
I had a panic attack inside one of those gas masks with the bong attached.
Because you can't see shit.
Well, they fucking we had a competition. This is stupid. We all had one, and we fucking did them up, and it was first one to fucking quit, fucking whatever. And I panicked. I couldn't get it off. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was fucking terrible fucking
and then
time.
David one-upped us, and
of course he did.
Hooked a mattress air pump to the bong that blew the smoke into the mask. And so they just kept rolling bowls into that mask.
Jesus.
That was a bad idea.
Fucking David.
We've smoked so much pot.
It's crazy how much we just have gone through. Ugh.
And that's how you get wired and weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks, if you don't smoke pot and that wasn't interesting, I'm very sorry. But I know that there's probably a lot of people that were pretty enjoyment of that. So
Yeah.
pretty into that. So, anywho, the movie last week that was recommended by Big Steve was The Heat.
The Heat. Melissa McCarthy and Sandra Bullock.
That was funny, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, Mullins, Detective Mullins was her name.
Yeah.
I didn't like her.
What didn't you like?
Unprofessionality of it all, you know? I don't know. It was like she was like annoying and I don't know. I just didn't like it, man.
It's all right.
It wasn't my movie.
Yeah.
I was like, what are we doing here?
There's always a movie out there. I mean, there's plenty that I'm like, ugh.
They did.
Terrible.
I will say there are good parts in the movie. It was funny. You know, I'm not saying it was a complete stinkeroo.
Right.
You know what I did like was that they utilized the classic comedic duo, which was a straight-laced guy and then the goofy guy. In this realm, it's women, but I mean guy for person. That's pretty misogynistic of me. But you have the straight-laced person, and then you have, you know, the goofy, cool person.
Yeah.
And that was what Detective Mullins was doing. But I just felt like that character came off too cocky and know-it-all-y, and that was just kind of off-putting to me. Like that part of the comedic duo should be cool and laid back, not in your face and know-it-all-y.
So intense.
That it seemed like it was another side of the straight-laced person. Like that should be both people should be the straight-laced person. Then you have a cool, goofy cop. That would have been a good movie.
Remake. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying the character could have been worked on a little bit. I'm not saying the acting was bad or anything.
Right.
Listen to me. I've watched 18 movies and now I fucking know everything. But
Got director Jeremiah over here.
hey, how you doing? Welcome to Hollywood, kid. You're making just fine. You need Botox, though.
Well, I hope I can redeem myself this week. This is two hilarious fellas who have done multiple movies together. It is called Holmes and Watson.
Okay.
It is Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly.
Oh, I love those guys.
Talladega Nights,
Yeah.
Step Brothers. Yeah.
Classic.
So, yeah, it's just their spin on Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, really?
So,
They did a Sherlock Holmes.
yeah.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, fucking A.
I've only seen it once, and it was like when it came out, so I'm like pretty excited to watch it again.
Okay.
So-
Well, tune in next week. We will be reviewing Holmes and Watson by Will
Holmes and
Ferrell
Watson.
and John C. Reilly. Anywho,
Anyways, how about some more fun facts?
there you go. Yeah, absolutely. So now we're stumbling and bumbling into the fun facts section, which is one of my favorite additions to the show. I'm going to be honest with you. I love a fun fact. I'm a whore for the fun facts. I spread wide open for the fun facts. I love it. I just put them all in my mouth at the same time.
They are great.
I love it. Just
It's facts you need that you didn't know you needed.
yeah. And so this week, here's a fun fact for you. It only takes 2.6 pounds of grapes to make a whole bottle of wine.
That doesn't seem like a lot.
No, I would have expected like 10 pounds of grapes
Right?
or something. So
Yeah.
that's a fun fact. I mean,
Yeah.
that wasn't a mind blower or anything.
So for all you winos at home, I'll just go buy a bag of grapes.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Fun
good to
little
go.
project. Get some yeast
Yeah.
and let it ferment.
Hell yeah.
Now, the other fun fact is a little more fun, a little more unusual. When I was young, I always saw a hot air balloon. And I went, how do they steer those things, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that you can't steer a hot air balloon? All you can control is either up or down. And then the wind takes you wherever the fuck it wants.
Yeah, fuck all that.
How sketchy is that? I just always assumed that you could steer it somehow. Because how could you possibly have a vessel you would not steer?
I just assumed, yeah, like the thing like where they ignite the flames, like tilted. So
Nope.
like if you moved it this way, the flames would push the balloon. I don't know.
It's only up and down.
I don't like that.
That's so sketch. You're so susceptible. What if the wind just went out to the ocean and just kept going out to the ocean? You're like, looks like I'm gone for a while.
Yeah.
Like, what would you do? Like, that's such a bad idea.
Make sure you have a sat phone.
Who the fuck would ever get in a hot air balloon?
Nah, fuck that.
Fun fact.
Fuck.
Never get in a fucking hot air balloon.
Yeah, no.
Woo! Woo! It makes
don't-
me terrified to even think about it.
I don't
man.
like heights anyways, so like...
Oh
No.
my god. Alright, so, a little rapid fire. I feel like we need to get the people back after those shitty fun facts. Not shitty, but next time we'll come back with some kooky ones.
Yeah.
If you look at a Subaru backwards, what are you?
What?
You are a bus.
I was trying. Oh, man.
Wordplay.
I like that. What do they call Bigfoot in Europe?
Foot?
Big meter.
That's pretty good. I like that one. The king sleeps on the king size mattress, and the queen sleeps on the queen size mattress. But where does the prince sleep?
Where?
The air mattress.
I like that.
Bing, bing, bang, bang.
Oh, man. Some people are such treasures that you just want to bury.
Amen to that. Yes, queen. My son's fourth birthday was really confusing. I had never seen him before.
Yeah. How come knives don't make great friends?
They're cutting?
Because they're really edgy.
Oh, yeah. Comedian. Why do lumberjacks stretch?
Why?
To stay timber. That came out of my brain.
Hey, timber. So it says to my girlfriend, I just don't understand how you get dick from Richard. She replies, I just asked politely.
Oh boy, now we need to go look for Richard.
Oh.
Rodney Dangerfield style, I like it. I keep getting flowers sent to me without the heads. I think that's being stalked.
What do you get when you cross an electric eel with Akon?
Huh.
Shaka Khan. Shock Akon. Shaka Khan.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm all out. I got nothing over
Got
here.
nothing. I got one more. I don't know if it's too
Ooh, lay a spicy one
We'll
on
see.
my tits here.
I was like, I don't want to sound racist, but everyone in the KKK looks the same to me.
Oh, sheet.
Oh, shit. Nice add-on. I like that.
You see what I did there? I'm no knight in white armor.
Oh. Get these guys out of here.
You get my point.
Yes.
T-Hood. They're just jokes about them. I am not pro KKK. They can suck my nut.
Yes, sir.
But I like doing those off the cuff pun little things.
They're
Like I
fun.
love doing that. We'll have to do that more in the Patreon.
That Akon one I created when I was just really stupid stoned, and I don't even know how it happened. I was like, that's pretty funny.
So Ryan H emailed in to the WAP section. We're slipping and sliding right into WAP.
Whap.
Hop. Well, we put the weird in WAP, which is weirdest advice possible, right? So they email us in general questions. You'd email in an advice column, and we just go dumb and dumber all over this. So Ryan H emailed in, what's the best way to get high on weed?
Best way to get high on weed.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That was Marissa A. The other Ryan H
Oh.
emailed in for the other WAP. So Marissa A emailed in to wiredandweird@yahoo.com and said the best way to get high on weed. And since we gave real advice on how to do that before, I would probably say the best way to get high on weed is to just grab the biggest nug you can find and just munch it down.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, munch it down. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a big ball of BHO and just keister that bad boy.
Just bloop.
Yep. Bloop it.
Yep.
And go for a ride, baby.
Keef, if you take the keef off the nug and you line it up, direct brain shot.
Snort it up.
Just.
And drop tincture in your eyeballs.
Yes. The eyeball tinked.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
You got to tink your eye.
You got to.
I got tink eye over here.
Got tink. Got a bad case of the tink eye there, Doc.
Fucking goofballs, dude. We can't even right now. Jerry's actually laughing pretty hard this episode. I feel like we're doing all right. I feel like
good.
this is a good up.
I like it.
I use him as our live audience, which is a bad audience because he is a stern man sometimes.
That's what makes him good. Mm-hmm. If we can get him like this,
he's pretty happy right
know,
now.
Then we know.
I think it was the big "fuck you" chant. I think that got him on his heels. He likes to feel uncomfortable. I like it. Ryan H emailed in and said, "What is the best way to start a DJ company?" What if you just had turntable style, like a marching band? You know how they had the drums and it was like a strap on? Like you just have that and you just follow people around until they'll hire you. They soundtrack their life when they drop something or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Or perform on the street, or what do you think?
I was thinking you just like stand outside of hospitals. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
DJ
like,
people dying.
DJ people's like, oh man, it's a sad time.
Yo, that nurse killed it. Waka, waka, waka.
And then just like, you need me for the funeral. Here I am.
DJ and funerals as well.
Yeah.
You could DJ funerals. There's probably a big market for DJ funerals.
That would be, it's like Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, how many songs there would be like Knocking on Heaven's Door,
Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell. There's at least 3 bangers right there. Let's see.
Running with the devil.
Running with the devil.
I think there's more about going to hell than there's.
That's Still Dying, baby.
Carry On My Wayward Son.
Carry On My Wayward Son. Freebird. Wait, no, I'm just saying classic songs now.
I Shot the Sheriff.
Let's see. Live and Let Die.
Yeah.
There's plenty of them.
Yeah, there's tons.
I'd say DJ funerals.
Yeah, bro. Start at funerals and then company will go mega.
You could be like DJ Deadhead.
Boom.
Bringing the bangers to the corpses. DJ Corpse Banger.
DJ Corpse Banger.
Wait, no, hold on.
I don't. Any hoozle.
Well, we made it 38 episodes. It's been a good run.
It's been fun. Thank you.
All right. I'll see my way out. The food debate this week, we're gonna dive and dive right into this food debate. And this is gonna be more of a would you rather style food debate. Fuck it, it's just a would you rather that's about food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
This is what it seems to be turning into every single time, is just a would you rather with food, and I like it that way. So would you rather have to eat like 2 pounds of raw potato or 2 pounds of raw lettuce? Because lettuce is like just water, like, whereas potato is so filling.
Yeah, dude, and 2 pounds of potato, that's like...
It's fucking heavy.
Whew. I'll go with the potato.
You going potato?
I'll go potato.
I'm going lettuce every day, because it's like, dude, having to eat raw whole potato is like, good God.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably end up with like a tapeworm, but
fucking A.
About it.
And our talk comedy section is about Joan Rivers. a legend, fantastic comic. Not much else to say other than you got to check out Joan Rivers. This is a short little section where we pay homage to legends and local comics and stuff. So our homework to you is check out a Joan Rivers special. She's funny. She has a roast, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. She got a lot of plastic surgery. She looks a little scary, but
good comic. I like the roast is funny.
Yeah.
Which is a good time. So Heather, we're landing the plane here with hate mail. It's been a good episode. I feel like we have Jerry smiling over here, and we plugged the Patreon plenty. So check it out at patreon.com/wiredandweird. Help us out. Give us $5 if you can. If not, we just appreciate you listening. But Heather battling for the number one weirdo who we referenced earlier. We actually accidentally spoiled the hate mail, which was she emailed in and said, "You two kind of remind me of Dumb and Dumber when you're giving WAP," which is out of context sounds really sexual, but it means weirdest advice possible. And that's kind of what we're doing, Heather, is we're just kind of being Dumb and Dumber for a second. We're just kind of like, you're like, oh my God, this guys can't get any sillier. So if you hate the WAP section, email us in. We want to hear about it. We love hate mail. We love talking about it on the air. We love grinding gears. We love hearing about ground gears.
Yes.
Which is a whole different bag of hammers.
To be told that we are, remind people of the Dumb and Dumber characters, that I take that as a huge compliment, because to be considered funny like those two guys, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a fantastic compliment. We love it. We love you all. And since I said that, we got to leave you the same way we leave you every single time, which is we'll stay wired and you stay weird, everybody.
We love you.
God damn it, we love you.
All right, what else?
Oh, women. Can't live with them, and you can't live with them.
That's true.
Oh, men. The wallet of nature.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
the snort. The wallet of nature. God damn.